Bold and Beautiful, 4926, 927, 2006.
How long did they say the surgery would take anyway? You remember?
He said it depends. It could be very straightforward.
Well, it depends on what?
I don't know, Nick.
Just can't believe this is happening.
Okay, let me see the scan. Right there. Let's get started.
Phoebe. Phoebe, I'll be right there. Guard? Guard?
I think we should go back inside.
Hey, Phoebe, wait, just
Stop.
hang out here just for a little bit.
I said
don't.
don't, okay?
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I asked you to stop once already.
No, you know what? You're looking at me exactly the same way you did the night we met on the PCH. Like I'm some stranger. I would think I'm at least your friend now.
It scares me when you act like you don't even hear
Well,
me.
I know I got a problem. I know I try a little too hard sometimes. I'm sorry about that. Can I tell you something? I want to tell you a secret. I get really scared too for no reason sometimes. Like the other day when I was down at the courthouse. And I know people down there, and then I'm thinking about me taking a sandwich, nor do they really even care. But it's just the fact that I'm down there and there's cops and there's lawyers down there and I hate them. Don't get me wrong, Phoebe. I'll do anything, whatever it takes, for the sake of your mother. And for you too, okay?
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. We're still friends?
Yeah, of course.
Hey.
Stop. Come on. Stop it.
We wondered what was keeping you. You know, we wouldn't want anything else to happen to that hand.
You might as well just go on home. I know you got the kids to deal with, and you gotta work tomorrow.
No, I'm fine. Unless you want to be alone.
Well, to be honest with you, I sort of feel like I am alone. Because I don't really know if you're here as my friend or my wife.
Nick, I am still your wife.
I never heard what you want to do about the marriage, Forrester. But I figured if it was good news, you'd have said something by now. Appreciate you being here. I'm gonna take a walk.
I'll be here.
Dr. Hayes, you know you can't make a call at this hour.
Can't you just make an exception? Come on, I need to call my daughter. I need to make sure she's okay. I know she needs me. Something's wrong.
I'm sure she does. And I'm sure she'll still need you tomorrow.
Are you a mother? Would you ignore a feeling like this?
The phones and the commissary shut down at 9.
Come on, I've seen you use a phone. You've got a cell phone. Come on, just let me use it. Just for 2 minutes. 1 minute. 30 seconds. I don't care. Just let me see if she's all right.
Mr. Logan, the lawyer's here, and he wants to talk to both of you. You especially.
Wait, a lawyer? At this time of the night, without even calling ahead? Tell them I'm gone.
No, Shane, it might be important.
No, you know what? They're lawyers, Phoebe. They think they're God.
No, it's probably about my mom's trial. Please.
Okay. I'll do this for you. Only you. Sure, let's do it.
All right, we're in. Sponge.
Sponge.
Yeah, I'm gonna need traction here, please, doctor. How's her pressure?
BP 160/68, doctor.
Glad we didn't wait another hour. Okay, just give her a little more fluid. I need Kelly clamp. I'm gonna irrigate this too.
Yes.
You have that catheter ready, doctor?
Catheter.
Thank you.
Help her.
Brooke. They took her to the OR.
Where's Nick?
Somewhere.
How is he?
He's scared. Furious. He doesn't really understand what is going on, but then who does? I mean, his mother got hurt and Stephanie was there, so he blames Stephanie.
Did Stephanie say what happened?
She said that they were arguing, and then Jackie followed her upstairs, and then there was some kind of terrible accident.
Accident. Did Stephanie use that word?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I'm the one who should apologize for the ungodly hour, but we don't have a lot of time here.
Storm, do you have any sense as to whether or not the DA intends to prosecute Phoebe or me or Shane for obstruction or accessories or whatever?
Well, I expect that she's going to wait for the outcome of the trial. If it's not guilty verdict, then justice wasn't obstructed.
How realistic is it to hope for that?
Well, in the justice system, you can't play probabilities because nothing is realistic. We're not dealing with scientific truth, we're dealing with human truth, or rather, the perception of it. For example, Taylor's confession was tough, but it was done without legal counsel, it was emotional rather than factual, and to be honest, nothing it says contradicts that what happened was a fatal accident. Now, Phoebe, if I put you on the stand, it means admitting that you perjured yourself to the police.
I know. I'll do it.
Are you sure? Because Tartaro will make you out to be a liar. Are you prepared for that?
And if you lose the case, then that means Phoebe basically confessed to whatever they want to pin on her.
So, no pressure, Shane, but we have to make sure you're solid. Our defense basically comes down to you.
check on my daughter.
Do you remember? You probably wouldn't. It was years ago. Being on a call-in radio show once. People could call and ask the psychiatrist about their problems.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. I've done that off and on, yeah.
Do you remember a woman calling in crying because she found out her son was gay? And didn't want to hate him for it. Or hate herself for making him that way. You do a good turn in this world like you did for me that day. You're entitled to one back. It might be tough to get a signal.
Thank you.
Now, Shane, I did a background check on you and everything.
Whoa, you did that without asking me?
Well, it's public record. The prosecution will have done the same thing. Now, as I'm saying, I did a background check on you. Everything turns out okay, but the one thing that concerns me is the fact that you're living here. Now, Tartaro's bound to make that sound like some quid pro quo.
What's that?
The DA is going to make the jury try to think that your testimony is just a favor to the family because of all the favors that they've piled on you.
You know, something's beginning to sound like I shouldn't even be here.
Shane, that's not what we're
No,
saying.
you know what? I got some friends up in San Francisco that are contractors, and they said there's a lot of work up there that I'm really right for.
Well, maybe you should go.
Harry.
Couldn't you take a deposition from this guy? I mean, wouldn't that work just as well?
Deposition just doesn't have the same impact as a live testimony. Plus, you can't be cross-examined. Look, Shane, here's the thing. You know and I know how this all came about. However, if the DA asks you why you're living here, what are you going to say?
I'll say that Phoebe did it out of the goodness of her heart. Because she didn't even know that was me that night on the side of the road, because I didn't tell her that until later. And the accident with my hand, that wasn't her responsibility. It wasn't her fault, but she took full blame for it, because that's the kind of person she is. She's a great person. And so is her family. They're really good people. And her mom, too. I mean, look at her mom. Her mom's confessing to an accident. It wasn't even her fault. That I can swear to.
Good, I think we're good here.
Listen, I just want to do what's best for everybody,
Look,
okay?
you're not going anywhere, okay?
Doctor? Will you want to speak with the son?
Well, I guess I'd better.
Yes, Stephanie called it an accident. Why? What else would she call it?
Brooke, think about it. Since when have there ever been any accidents with Stephanie Forrester?
Excuse me. Where's Mr. Maroney?
He's here somewhere in the hospital. Is there news?
They just called up from the OR. Dr. Hillman would like to speak with him.
I'll go find him.
I feel kind of funny to ask you for something.
You've given me so much in my life. But I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. Do anything you want to me. Anything. But don't take her. Let her live.
Oh, Mickey.
You're the story behind.
Blushing.
Sunday.
My peace of mind.
It happened, didn't it?
We're not having this discussion, Mother.
Yes, you're having a baby.
Yes, you'll never
First
let
member
go.
of this family to be born a
Your
Maroney.
story behind.
On the most important day of my son's life.
You'll never let
You're getting
go.
married, just not a family. And it's
You'll never let
just like
go.
I imagined.
Never let
Darling, I'm so happy for
let
you.
go. You'll never let go. You'll never let go. You'll never let go. You'll never let go.
They want you.
Go. Well, medically, she's weak but stable. According to the scans, we were able to reduce the hematoma by well over 80%, which is good. Her tissue will reabsorb the rest, provided there's no further bleeding.
How long till we know that?
Tissue death may not show up on a scan for 24 hours.
Tissue death? You mean brain damage?
It's possible. I'd like to examine her now. If you want to stay, that's fine. All right?
Hello?
Phoebe?
Mom?
Listen, I can't talk very long. Gosh, this is a horrible connection. Can you hear me?
Barely. Are you okay?
Yeah, is everything okay there?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the best birthday I've ever had in my life, but...
I just had this strange feeling that something was wrong.
No, I mean, it's nothing I can't handle.
Are you sure? Is everything okay?
Yeah, Mr. Logan just came by and was talking to us about your trial. We all know what we have to do.
You really want her, don't you? Too bad your luck just ran out.
You know, I like her. You, I don't like.
Well, you're really breaking my heart.
Your mother?
Yeah, she worries about me too much.
Well, who wouldn't be thinking about you all the time? Listen, I think I'm gonna head up and go to bed now. As if I could trust you two down here alone.
Yeah, don't trip and fall on the stairs.
That's right. I do need to be careful around here. I mean, I am a pretty important guy. Thanks. All right, good night.
Do you know what you're doing?
About what?
What you're getting into with this creep?
It's just till the trial.
Come here.
It's just till the trial.
She's responding, isn't she?
Involuntary responses are good.
But that means she's not paralyzed, right?
Voluntary neurologic function is another story.
Look!
Excuse me, Doc. Mother, I'm right here.
Mrs. Moroni, my name is Dr. Hillman. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Now, in response, do not nod your head or shake your head. You're going to give yourself a really bad headache. Okay? This man sitting next to you, do you give me the first letter of his first name?
Ask you something else.
All right, Mrs. Moroni, I'm going to write something down. I want you to do what it says when I show it to you.
Great! You did great.
That's good. Mrs. Moroni. Ms. Moroni, can you tell me what this is? That's okay. Try again. Can you tell me what this is?
Case.
It's all right, Nick. Your mother will do better tomorrow.
Note case. God bless her, she's British. That's what she calls a wallet. A note case. You came back to me.